girl, you're a key person. You've got a key to Studio Pink. There it is right there. Yay, Studio Pink. We are so excited to have you. And this is something that we're just trying on a little trial basis, but I thought the best way to get the word out to the girls that are using the studio and coming and going as you please was to do a quick video and just kind of give you the lowdown, okay? So first of all, if you're a key person, you do not need to you do need to sign in as far as at the meetings and stuff like that, but you don't need to pay your regular $20. Instead of your $20 for unlimited, you're paying $60 this month in the month of October to get your unlimited 24/7 hour pass. So that's pretty awesome. We do have cleaning people that come, and so they should be emptying the trash for us, hopefully. And then I kind of go over here to the coffee bar, and you are welcome to use all the coffee and share it with any of your guests and things like that. Same thing with the waters in the fridge and all that. You can use either the throwaway coffee cups here, or if you want to use the glass mugs, that's fine as well. Just make sure you wash those out and clean up after yourself. That's the basics. You know, we do have a cleaning crew that's supposed to come in and vacuum and things like that, but they're not always as great as they should be. So don't worry about obviously vacuuming or emptying trash, but for sure, you know, cleaning up your space and making sure you clean the mugs out and things like that, and replace those if you use those. And then we're over here to the color bar. Okay, so the color bar is fabulous. We have the brushes up here. And these are brushes that you can use. But I want to make sure that you know that you need to, when you use the brushes, that you need to clean them out. And we do have some brush cleaner here, up here, but actually it looks like it's totally gone. But honestly, the best thing to do is to use the antibacterial soap that's underneath the cabinet and in the kitchen. I'll show you that here in a minute and how we wash those out. But make sure you clean your brushes for sure. The other thing that's super important to know is that these two compacts right here, this one and this one, is display only. Hello, you hear me right? Display only. Please don't use these, okay? And everything else other than those two compacts are meant for you to be able to use on people. So we just like these two compacts to be just display, just because of the fact that once you start using them, they get all nasty and ugly, and then they're not very pretty to display. So we want those to be display, but everything else up here is for you to use when you're doing your appointments, okay? Now there's a drawer down here that does have the eyes and most of the cheeks and stuff here. Look at, there's a lipstick in here. Not sure why there's a lipstick in here, but, and a few color cards and stuff. So that's what you would use to demo. Then these trays, these drawers down here, here's the lip colors. There should be all of the lip colors, although I'm looking and already thinking this looks kind of empty. I'm not really sure why. So I'm hoping everything is still there. So you see why it's just like so desperately important to just leave everything, you know, put everything back where it goes. And I always ask ladies, I always just say, please don't bring in any of your stuff. When you come for an appointment, there really should be everything here. If for some reason there's not, you can go out to your car and get the one thing that maybe isn't here. But I would rather you not bring your stuff, your bags, your trays, your products and things like that in here, because it gets confused. And it's like, you know, pretty soon you've got this whole, you know, everything everywhere, and you don't know whose stuff is whose, and you're in a hurry to pack up your stuff, and stuff just disappears. And it gets really expensive for us to keep replacing stuff all the time. And I can tell you, even with just the 4 of us directors here, we have that happen all the time. So just really try not to bring your own stuff in. Just use what's here. If something is missing and there's something that's not here that you needed, let me know, because I'll make sure that I restock it. And so along the vein too of that, just using your own stuff, I always like ladies to know that the display stuff is display. So like that right there, that's a display. Okay, this right here, that's display. So I just want you to know, don't squirt out of those, please. Use the demo products. The demo products are for demo. The display stuff, most of the stuff that's on display is display, and it's meant to just be able to show so that we don't have, if everybody's just squirting out of everything, then nothing looks pretty. Everything looks used, and you've got a million sets out that are, half used. So if you'll just use just the demo stuff, which I'll show you where that is in just a minute, that would be great. But all of these things, up here are for demo, like I said, other than these. And then here's the first tray up here is the lip colors, all the lip colors. And there's also lips up here and glosses up here and all of that. And then there's more brushes back down in here. And these are just additional brushes in case you might need to use them for something. We have the mineral powders, mineral powder brushes down here. Here's the foundations. And then down here in this bottom drawer is just a bunch of junk, honestly. Just a bunch of stuff that is could probably not necessarily need to be here, but that's where it is. So if there's something that you need that you don't see, maybe it's in that drawer. So, just clean your mirrors, like I said, just kind of keep, clean up after yourself, clean the counters off and the mirrors once you've used them so that the next person that comes in, it looks really great. It looks perfect and pretty and clean. That's what we want. And then of course, do not use anything that's in the, any of the displays here as far as the starter bag. And you'd be surprised, the mascaras and things just disappear out of those all the time. So please, please, please don't use those and that kind of thing. Or the roll-up bag, that sort of thing. Now this right here is the satin hands, and that's obviously meant for you to use for your customers and stuff. Underneath the sink right here is where you'll find a lot of the little cleaning supplies and stuff. So this is the antibacterial soap that you're going to want to use for the brushes. There's also alcohol. You can use alcohol as well. This is, the little brush that you're going to use to clean your coffee cups out with and things like that, any dishes or coffee cups and stuff. There are some full-size bags here. But the cleaning people really should be emptying the trash, so that really shouldn't be something that we use a lot. But I will tell you, these right here, these are the little small bags. Whoops, right here. You're going to use those for your washcloths. And so what I'm asking you to do is over here, I'll show you in just a minute where the washcloths are. When you use the washcloths, instead of taking them home, and then that way we've got, 10 people that all have, 10 washcloths at their house, and then so we have no washcloths at the studio. I think it might be better for you to just leave your washcloths here. So when you use washcloths, just put them in one of those little bags and tie it up and stick it under the sink. And when I'm here, I'll collect those up and take them all home and wash them all and bring them all back, okay? So I really appreciate you doing that. And then there are some squirt bottles under here that have that you can use at your appointments and stuff. In fact, here's one that was left out. But here's the squirt bottles. Just look under here for stuff. But cleaning supplies and stuff like that you might use for the counters and that sort of thing. Then of course here is the refrigerator, and it's stocked with waters and creamers and that sort of thing. And then here's the drawers. Here's the drawers. The top drawer here is just a junk drawer. Doesn't everybody have to have a junk drawer, right? So this is just, it's got tickets in there. It's got the little name things in here, that sort of thing. Then the second drawer here is the washcloths. The third drawer has all of your applicators and mascaras and trays and, receipts, profile cards, all of that kind of stuff. And then the last drawer down here has all of the demos. So these are the demos down here, girls. And these are the things that are meant for you to use at your appointments and on ladies. So please, just be sure to just use these. We do have, it kind of looks like everything's a mess. I really probably need to get in here and clean things up. But we do have some of the Skinvigorate brushes here that you can use as well. But again, make sure that you take those little brush heads off and you clean them with antibacterial soap really good. And what we usually do is we just put a little paper towel out and just sit them on the paper towel, and then the next person that comes, once they're dry, we put them away. So that makes it easy. And then this last, that's these drawers right here. These drawers over here, they're hard to get to because they're behind the door, but there's, you know, napkins and silverware and stuff like that, Ziploc bags, and then here's more napkins and plates and cups and all that kind of stuff. So that's the kitchen area, and I'm trying to think if there's really anything else. I think that's really basically it. We do have a closet back here. Here's the closet, and it's just a closet that has more stuff in it. So if there's like mirrors that you need extra mirrors, or you know, little cookie trays and things like that. Here's a basket of some more washcloths in case there's none in the drawer. There's a basket of some right there. And that kind of thing. So I hope this is helpful for you. I hope it you know, just kind of just introduces you to the place and gives you the basics. But just basically, you know, really, number one, don't bring any of your own stuff in here and get it mixed up with our stuff. Number two, let me know if there's anything missing, because I definitely want to know that. And what was the third thing? Just clean up after yourself, you know, just like you would, you know, if it were your house. And if you're not a real tidy person at your house, well, then you're going to have to just clean up anyways. So because when the next person comes in, we don't really want to see what I'm seeing right now, which is a little soda can. Then there's like a little cup in the sink. That's not really cool. Like, I don't like coming in and seeing, you know, just the remains of people doing appointments and stuff. I want to come in and it looks spectacular, which I'm sure you do as well. So let's just try to be go-give in that way, and just help each other out by keeping everything really tidy. And I hope that this is really helpful for you in your business. That's the goal, is that when you have access to it 24/7 and you can just do appointments anytime on a Saturday, Sunday, you know, anytime that works for you, for your schedule, that it's going to help you to be more successful. So we want to see you do your 30 faces or more in the month of October. So please, 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 let me know how it's going. Let me know if you have any problems, and I hope it's really helpful. Bye-bye.